Hi, my name is Rebecca Powers with SLCT, and here is what's happening in Sterling and Lancaster. There will be a Harvard flea market Saturday, October 6th. They are currently renting booths to interested parties. To reserve a booth, call 978-456-5085. There will be an intro to acting class at the Bigelow Library in Clinton. This event will take place on September 19th at 7 p.m. and is free and open to the public. The Lancaster Cultural Council is accepting online grant proposals in support of artistic projects. To submit a grant proposal, visit www.mass-culture.org. The application deadline is October 15th. MART is conducting a non-rider survey to improve bus service to this region. To take the survey, go to www.surveymonkey.com/r/MART non-rider survey. The survey will be concluded on September 19th. The Friends of the Thayer Memorial Library annual book sale will be on September 29th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and September 30th from noon to 4 p.m. in the Old Lancaster Town Hall. Proceeds will go to benefit programs of the Thayer Memorial Library.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News and roving reporter for Sterling-Lancaster Community Television. I'm delighted to be here today with guests I've welcomed before, Kate Lehar and Meredith Tufts. And these marvelous people originated a program a number of years ago called the Linus Project, Project Linus. And I'm going to let you talk about what the project is and how long it's been going on now and what you're getting into with this year. So Kate, Meredith, take it away.
Well, Project Linus is a national program that has been going on quite a number of years, and they take blankets as donations to give to children in need from ages birth to 18 for any circumstance, whether they're in the hospital or if there was a fire and there was an emergency, all sorts of reasons why they would just need comfort to provide some love, support, during a difficult time.
And these blankets are made by yourselves and other volunteers
across the country.
How are they made? Because actually making a blanket does not sound like an easy thing, but I know you've got this down to an art. How do you do this?
We do. So we're in our 7th year. So over the years we've got it down, as you're saying. We take a piece of fabric, of fleece fabric, and
it's so nice and cozy.
Yeah, and we essentially square it off and then add these fringe tabs and then a hole with each corresponding tab. And so this preparation is done before the day of the event. If you want to participate, you would pick a fabric, we would order it, we would do all the preparation, and then on the day we would have you finish off the blanket. And so that essentially is taking the tab and putting it through the hole, and you do that all the way around,
lovely.
And it makes a really nice finished edge on the blanket.
Yeah.
And it's something that's easy to do for all ages,
yes.
Which is initially why we, started this project, was to teach our children just a way to give back and something that they could actually do and understand. And
now, Meredith, this is a really interesting thing you're talking about, because I know when I spoke to you a couple of years ago, your children were a little bit younger and they were helping out, but they were not really as active in it, obviously, as you are. I understand this year there are some changes to that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so our children are, we each have a 9-year-old, and then Meredith has a 10-year-old, I have an 11-year-old, and they've participated in the project every year. But I would say the last couple of years they've really taken a more active role. They really host the event at the library. They teach, kids and family how to put the blanket together. They help with card making, and they help pick
the fabrics that we offer. We go through a selection, and they've selected all the ones they think that people would like or that they like, and those are the fabrics that the people get to choose from. And
So they're very much an integral part of this now. This is their project.
And
as
Hannah
well.
even helped you prep some blankets
She
last year.
did. She
do
did.
the fringing.
Yep, she was able to take the roller cutter and help with the preparation. And it's funny, I think when we started the project many years ago, when they were toddlers when we started, but it was our hope that someday this would become their project.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing.
And what a wonderful way to teach them about giving back. Now, do you have a sense over these 7 years of how many blankets you've made?
It's been 700
700.
in 6
Yes.
years. So this is
Wow.
our 7th year.
Okay.
And
then, so once the event, and we'll talk about that in a second, once the event is over, what happens to these blankets? Where do they go? How do they get there? How do they get distributed?
so there's different Project Linus chapters located across the country, and it used to be in Auburn, and that was the main place that we went to, but that chapter closed, and last year was a bit of a little kerfuffle and trying to figure out where we can give these blankets, but there's a place in Chelmsford that is now taking all the blankets from the areas that will bring
Right.
them, and she was so grateful. I think we had a little over 200 blankets last year,
Fantastic.
and they've started to work with the district attorney to also provide blankets for teens and the
Sure.
opioid crisis, and
Yes.
all different reasons and places. These
And I think
blankets
that,
go to.
it's interesting too, because you just mentioned the opioid crisis. Of course, there are always children being hospitalized in need and whatnot, but I think communities are realizing more and more the need to provide something to, as these issues come into our towns. Because I know here, even in Sterling, we've seen our share of both types of issues, and these affect our people and whatnot, and you want to help, you want to do something. Now, and I know that your work on this basically probably goes on year round. However, I know that there is an event about this. Why don't you tell us about that, when the event is, and how people can get involved?
Sure. So if you want to be involved, you would sign up at the Conant Public Library, and you come in, you pick your fabric swatch, you fill out a form, and you would need to register by Saturday, September 22nd,
Okay.
in order to be part of the event, so that we have time to order the fabric and do the blanket preparation. And then the actual event is going to be on Saturday, November 3rd, and you'll sign up for a 30-minute time slot. So somewhere between 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m., you'll come in and you'll make your blanket and make a card, and it usually takes about 30 minutes.
That's so fantastic, and this is so well organized, because in 30 minutes, which is so easy to fit into a Saturday, compared to doing so many other things. You can really make something that is going to be so useful and so helpful. That's fantastic. Well,
And that's why we started it.
Yes.
Also, just because we knew there were probably other people like us who
Yes.
wanted to give back and do something for others, but things
Sure.
are really busy nowadays,
Exactly.
and we wanted a way to try to make
Exactly.
it easy, and accessible for people
Yes.
to come and do, and
Yes.
and feel good about doing something for others.
Sure.
And it's funny, I talked to my daughter this morning, and I asked her, well, what does doing this project, mean? Why do you like it? And she said, I like giving back, but, I like that we make something, that we just don't give money, to a charity, that
Sure.
we're actually making something to give that
it's so
makes a
personal.
difference.
It's like giving somebody a homemade Christmas gift or something that's handmade. It really is very special. Meredith, Kate, thank you so much for speaking with me about this. Welcome back. Now,
you.
the deadline for registration is Saturday, September 22nd. And you can register here at Conant Public Library. That's at 4 Meeting House Hill Road in Sterling. The event is in November
The 3rd of
The
November,
3rd.
Saturday.
It will
yes.
take half an hour of your time to come in and make a blanket that is going to bring a great deal of comfort and joy to somebody who really, really needs it. The registration is September 22nd, so that Kate and Meredith can order the blankets and do all the prep work so that you can come in and do this within half an hour, and you'll be giving back and making people very, very happy. Meredith, Kate, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The Lancaster Board of Selectmen are currently accepting public comments regarding the Goodridge Brook Estate application. Comments can be emailed to comments-gbe@lancasterma.net or can be mailed to 701 Main Street, Suite 1, Lancaster, Mass. 01523. The deadline to submit the comment is September 28th at 4 p.m. There will be a guided trail walk of the Bolton Connection Trail on September 15th with local guide Bob Lidstone. The walk begins at the Eastwood Cemetery at 10 a.m. and goes to 1 p.m. For more information, email recinfo@lancasterma.net. The 2018 Greek Festival will be held on September 14th and 15th at the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church at 1319 Main Street in Fitchburg. This event will include music, food, and dancing. For more information, call 978-342-1216. I'm Rebecca Powers, and that's what's happening.